So Volkswagen started with the humble Beetle, the current chapter started with the Golf, and now the future is the ID3. So can the Volkswagen ID3 live up to being the next chapter of Volkswagen cars? Hello everyone. Welcome to Everything Cars and More. Let's review the Volkswagen ID3. So let's start with what battery and motor options you get. Battery options include a 45 kWh, 58 kWh and a 77 kWh battery pack. Motor options include a 145 horsepower model, 150 horsepower model and a 204 horsepower model. These battery and motor options are split into 4 models. You can have the Id3 Pure Performance, which has the 150 horsepower motor with the 45 kWh battery pack, which gives you a 217 mile range. Next up is the Id3 Pro. This has the 145 horsepower motor with the 58 kWh battery pack to give you 260 mile range. Next up is the Id3 Pro Performance, which has the 204 horsepower motor with the 58 kWh battery pack, and like the Id3 Pro, it can do 260 miles. Finally, there is the Id3 Pro S model, which has the 77 kWh battery pack and the 204 horsepower motor, and the range of the Id3 is then extended to 338 miles. The starting price of the Id3 starts at £32,300. So for me, a car has to have a face to be a good-looking car, and this car has one. The headlights, to start with, are slim and have the main headlamp look like an eyeball, which gives it eyes. The way the headlights are designed makes the car look like it is staring at you. These headlights are connected with an LED light bar, and at night it makes the car look special and premium. One thing I do want to mention is that the logo is in white. This is to give the car a retro look. Lower down we have a full-width lower grille, which again is shaped to make the car look like it is smiling. Also above the grille there are some indents to make it look like a fake grille type of thing. To be honest, I don't mind this, as it gives style to the car. So along the side the car has an odd profile. To start with, the bonnet is very short because there is no engine, so it doesn't need to be long. Also at the back it again looks very short. The side is very minimalist, as there are only 2 main creases. We do have a sticker graphic though on the C-pillar, so at the back it looks very sporty. This is mainly because of the taillights and the huge spoiler. The taillights are thin and have a sporty design and actually look a bit like the recent facelifted Volkswagen Polo taillights. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below, and whilst you are at it, subscribe to this channel. Above the taillights we have a huge rear spoiler to aid aerodynamics, which will give extra range. Below the headlights we have the white badge and lettering. Below that we have a flush bumper, which looks modern but is not a good idea. If someone bumps into your car, they will still hit the boot and cause a dent on that, leaving you a hefty repair bill. This therefore makes the bumper useless. On the inside it is very different from other Volkswagens we are used to. Dare I say that this is worse? Hear me out. To me it feels more plasticky and cheap. We have loads of plastic everywhere, unlike other Volkswagens, and therefore this just makes the interior feel cheaper. Also, the layout to me looks cheap and something you would find on a city car. Other things that I don't like include the rubbish infotainment system that does not work and the touch-sensitive buttons. They are so bad they are dangerous. Not only do you have to look down and take your eyes off the road to see what you are pressing, but when someone wants to adjust the volume with the slider, for example, the passenger, you can easily press the hazard buttons because it is a haptic button. This is not good. Also, the headlight controls are haptic touch and again is dangerous. So is the steering wheel, and you can accidentally press one of the buttons on it. The instrument cluster is okay, and I do like the gear shifter near it. The center console I do not like, which is a shame. One other thing I want to mention is the window switches. You may think, how do I roll down the rear windows from the driver's seat? Well, you have to press a haptic button that says rear, which hardly ever works. Finally, one other thing is that you can get the interior in other colors, like this picture that has an orange dashboard and a white steering wheel. Now this may be funky, but for me it is just distracting. The Cupra Born has a better interior in my opinion. So sitting in the back it is not that bad. We have enough legroom and headroom for a 6-footer like the Golf, and because it is electric we don't have a central hump, so sitting 3 is not that bad for short journeys. So the boot size of the Volkswagen ID3 is 385 litres with the seats up, and with the seats down it is 1267 litres. This is actually bigger than the Golf, but we don't get a front trunk. So in summary then, the ID3 is a very good car on the outside and in terms of range. It is just the interior that lets it down for me, but if some people like it then they should go for it, but people like me should perhaps go for the Cupra Born, as that has the same interior but has a better layout and feels more premium. If you liked this video then please don't forget to like and subscribe, and whilst you are at it, hit that bell icon to get notifications when a new video comes in. See you in the next video.